Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I've been attempting to do a voiceover with a new mic for 30 minutes now. I finally give up. We're just doing it with the mic from my phone. Alright, hey everybody, we're going to do a water marble today. I have Anne-Marie Island from Parrot Polish. Love this white. It's very opaque, it's very nice. It doesn't turn yellow. And then I believe that this set of like pastel neons are from last year from Hit the Bottle. I think I probably got them from Lantern and Wren. I'll put all the links down below. It is quite nice out here today on the porch. The cicadas, the noise isn't too bad. And I'm joined by all my hummingbird friends. And my daughter texting me. Alright, I have started with some liquid latex on my nail to protect it, or on my skin, I should say. And it is Adored Color. That link's down below also. I have room temperature water. It is bottled water. I just keep a bottle of water in the room with my polish in the same room. That's room temperature. I have a long stabby needle that I use to pull the polish, although I wished I would have used a toothpick on this particular polish. You just kind of have to figure it out. Some things work fine, some things don't. It just depends on the polish too. This is just a wedge that I soak. I cut that off because it was dried. I soak it in acetone and I use that to clean my hat pin off every time I swipe through the water so I can clean off the excess. You do want to make sure that you're getting all the way through the polish into the water when you pull your design, because if you don't, you're going to end up with a muddy looking design. And I do absolutely do that, and I did with this mini, and you'll see that. I'll show it to you. And starting off with the white. I know I get all the time, how do you get this to work? I can't get the polish to spread. That is the polish. Depending on what polish you have, sometimes if you have a polish that does spread good and you have a couple polishes that don't spread good, that one that does will make the others spread, like this white. These neons I have a little problem with. They don't spread great, but this Anne-Marie Island white does. So it kind of forces those to spread. Neons are hard. I don't have a lot of luck, as I don't think anybody does, with neons. They are kind of tricky to water marble with. Brands. I don't know what to tell you. My favorite bases loaded lacquer, Tara doesn't make polish anymore. I have a stockpile of her polishes. Like all her polishes she's ever made. More than she still has, actually. The Hit the Bottle regular polishes spread pretty good. I found that some of the Sinful colors that you buy over the counter, over the counter, drugstore, Walmart, wherever, do relatively well if they're creams. I just can't tell you, because I only buy indie brand now. And some of them sell out, or they don't continue making them. You just have to do like everybody else and try. Alright, so I'm just going to start drawing a pattern in here. I don't know. I didn't really have one pattern in mind. I'm just going to do a little testing. Because this isn't spreading great. And the reason I said I'd rather have used a toothpick than the stick is because a toothpick will pick up more polish and leave it on the stick. You can't make as detailed a design though. But my problem with this is they were getting too thick on the water, and they were going to make it muddy. And I was going to go ahead and dip in there and, just get what I get, you know. And then I decided, no, I think I'm going to put a pop stick in here and see what this design looks like. Because you need to remember, if you're dipping straight in, like I'm going to, the design that you're going to get on your nail that you're going to see is going to be the design that is underneath this. So you dip into it, and then when you flip it up, what's underneath that is what you're going to see on your nail. You're not going to get what's on top. And that will be different depending on how good you are at breaking through that water and dragging it. And I think that was pretty good. There wasn't a great definition of difference between the pink and the orange like I thought there was going to be. I think brighter colors or more drastic of a change between pink and yellow or pink and orange were not the greatest choices. I do one that I use all the colors, and I think that turned out better. And I also did a tie-dye one, but I think I just recorded that to do as a reel. I put a bunch of polishes on the mat and scooped them up with a toothpick and dropped them in the water. And it kind of makes a tie-dye color when you separate it with the white. Anyway, that's more advanced. Oh, what is that? Oh, a bee. Sorry, was hearing something here over here on my porch. People driving by. Alright, I was going to say something else, but I don't remember because, you know, I yammer on anyway. Alright, so because I was forcing this with the white to spread, I'm getting too much polish on this water. Oh, I know another point I wanted to make. I see people that they ask, but I see people doing water marble and they're using a great big solo cup. Don't do that. This is a little shot glass, a little plastic shot glass from Walmart. You can use like little cups from like NyQuil that comes in NyQuil medicine cups are good. Small cups. Your finger's not that big and you're wasting so much polish if you use a great big, and it's going to dry by the time that it comes in. When you drag it in, it's going to dry. You just don't need that much polish gathering up in the center when you're trying to pull a design anyway. So use a little cup. So I decided to do a little floral and then pull out petals. I'm trying to push that down in the center to get some of that glob of polish that I've got accumulated there. I mean, this polish did stay wet. It didn't dry out when I tried to pull it, but it was just too much. It wasn't spreading out thin enough, and that was the problem. If you use a decal, like a stamper to pick up a decal in this water, you did the design and just dip a decal or a stamper in there and let that dry, pull it out, let it dry. You can use that for a decal, and you can use either side of that decal to put on your nail. You do want to make sure you clean off that water before you pull your finger out. See, it's just so much polish on my fingernail. And it kind of globbed up. You do want to make sure you clean it off immediately. You don't want to let that polish dry on that liquid latex. It's going to be harder to pull off. It's going to stick to your finger. So you just want to score it around there. Move the water out of the way before you spill it. And then get the lid. You see it's globbed. It didn't make a really great design because it globbed up. Anyway, get that liquid latex off. Don't let it snap back and hit your nail. Be careful about that. Delete that. Okay. And then right away I took acetone, and cleaned up. It's much easier to do while it's still wet. And then I'm going to go ahead and top coat that too, so I don't mess up that design. I don't bonk my finger on something. I mean, it's alright. That's not my best work, okay? It's fine. This one, I love this one. This one, I alternated the different colors, and I didn't put as many rings. And I just feel like I used less white. Like I wasn't putting as big of drops. And I didn't worry about doing all sides of the cup. I just was doing one side, so that that thicker polish was down there at the bottom that I wasn't going to dip into. I don't know if this is making sense. It's hard to describe, but you're seeing what I'm doing, so that's why I'm doing that way. And when I dip into the center, it is also to get rid of some of the excess polish. And that was just kind of dragging the excess polish at the bottom down. Bottom of the cup. As you're looking at it. The bottom of the cup. And I don't know why I dipped there. My finger. It was so dumb. But it ended up being pretty good. I guess the design, I just liked it better there. But again, it's hard to tell what the design's going to look like on the other side when you pull your finger out. You either screwed up and did a bad placement, or oh, you did a good one. I do have a little air bubble there along the edge of my finger and my cuticle, so I'm just tipping that back down in the water until that little bubble pops. And it's not in focus very well, so it's hard to see. Anyway, that one and my thumb ended up being my favorite ones. I loved that one. And I took a little bit of, there, my thumb. That was the tie-dye one that I did, but you don't get to see that. I didn't film it. I don't know. I can't find it. I don't know. If I've got it, you'll see it on Instagram or TikTok or a YouTube short. I'll post that. I have determined that TikTok's better because I don't have to cut them down to 1 minute. Keep them under 1 minute, the videos. It's so much easier to post like a 2-minute instructional video. Anyway, so I wanted to take some little dots and just kind of make a center of a flower. I don't know. I don't think I did a very good job with that, but you see that finger? I really screwed that up. That one looks muddy. That's because I didn't get the pattern drawn all the way through the water, through the polish into the water, and it muddied it. The polish was too thick. Anyway, kind of screwed it up. Uh-oh, I think my husband's home again. Nope, that's not him. There, you can see that one better. It's kind of muddy. And that's just, sometimes it happens. Okay. Really liked the ring finger on my right hand there, and my thumb the best. Yeah, that one I liked. I really liked that one. See how muddy that ring finger is? Otherwise, I think they're pretty cute. I really did love these. I kept them for quite a while. Like, I had them for almost a week. I got so many compliments. Everyone noticed the water marble and loved it. I'd say that one is my favorite. I do like that one. And I do like the fact that I just did one on this hand. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I get so many questions and so many people wanting, saying, oh, I'm afraid of water marble. I can't get it to work. I couldn't either for years, okay? You just have to keep trying. Stick with it. And you'll get it. Or you won't. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, stay tuned for a little fun video here at the end. I will add links down below. Thank you so much. Bye. We hate the cicadas, don't we, Penny? We hate them. Yes, we do. Ah, you know not to jump. No. No. Now you sit. You have to tell her. Okay, you ready? Good girl.